50% of project management. Okay? Writing a project is important, project management is important, but project monitoring is 50%. And normally, how do we monitor? We monitor during project management meetings. We have best example from the building and construction industry. This is how we have it, our dear friend here, construction. We have meeting almost on a regular basis, weekly meeting at times, or fortnightly meeting, but not monthly meeting. Monthly meeting, a month is a long time. Normally we have weekly and fortnightly meetings. And meetings are meetings. Okay? That's very important. In project management, meeting is very, very important. There's somebody to convene a meeting. There's a time to start the meeting. There's a time to end the meeting. We take very concise notes. Okay? As we say in project management, right? We don't just take the minutes and lose the hours. Normally we discuss a lot on the minutes and we lose long hours. But here it's very concise, note form, precise, with details or figures or percentage or a chart. This is how we measure projects. But meetings must be strict meetings. The date, the time, convened in advance, everybody would have to be present. If a very important member of a project team would be absent, it's better to postpone the meeting to make sure everybody is here. Okay? Normally, we don't allow somebody to be represented by next in line. We want a person who sits on the project management committee who comes himself. This is very important. In very rare situation, we would allow the next in line, that is the second in function, to come to the project meeting. So make sure you have very good meetings. Okay? So, I've talked about the 12 basic principles of project management. These are the principles. Okay? The word could be a bombastic word, project management, but the functions are very basic functions. The definitions are basic definitions. Okay? And we want a project to be implemented as a series of small wins. Each day we win. Each day we win. We never lose. Each day which goes by, it's a winning day. We won something. Either in terms of implementation it does, in terms of success, in terms of gaining time, finishing in advance, etc., etc. So it's a series of small wins which would guarantee the timely implementation of projects. Now, where is the learning element in projects? Where does all the learning comes from?
We get to realize learning during when you monitor the project. Some project. So, and monitoring can be, just like you said, in meetings. Meetings form part of monitoring, you know how far you've gone in the project, what you've achieved, the milestones you've gone over, and the new things definitely. And that's the point of, getting the
And the real way, after the meeting, you walk the talk. You go on site with all the members of the project team and you highlight problems if there are. You propose corrective actions and you follow up. So it's not only implemented at the boardroom. There is also a practical element. You have to go on field. Any field, in any area. This is very important. And the real learning, unfortunately, would come after realization of the project. It would be experienced for a new project because you get a project report. You get a project report. Unfortunately, I have not enough time, or here I can propose a project, a professional project report. This is a very important learning tool for you. Lay your hands on a project report. You will see all the learning has been strengthened. The weaknesses have been analyzed. The corrective measures have been proposed for future projects. Okay? What has gone right? What has gone wrong? What remedial action could have been taken? Why hasn't it been taken? What are the deficiencies of the project management team? What are the deficiencies of the project manager? All these elements are listed in the project report at the completion of the project. Yes?
In that folder that we mentioned yesterday that was going to be created with the PowerPoints and the like, would it be possible to have a sample, like an example of this project report that we can use and learn from?
I'll try to make arrangements for you to get the project report, which is a very, which will be a very important document for you. Okay?
Also to Moendwa, if possible, can we have, are there templates of the reports?
We'll give you the templates.
Because this is very important. The real learning would come at the level of the after completion of the project evaluation report. Okay. Maintenant, the last stage in a project, it's what you have realized your project. It has worked well within the scope. The targets have been met. The budget you have achieved within the budget, or plus or minus budget. Maybe you have managed to get a profit out of the budget, out of the funding also. What is the last stage in a project?
The last.
Wind down, the last stage.
After monitoring?
Yes, after evaluation, after monitoring.
It's reporting.
After reporting.
After reporting.
What is it?
After reporting is close out.
Okay? Yeah, after closure.
Applying the learnings to the next project.
Celebration. It's an essential part of any project. Okay? It's an essential element of any project.
Celebration.
All people involved are convened for a meeting, etc., for a lunch or dinner, coffee, tea, whatever, and you celebrate. Because as a project manager, you have to tell everybody, this is what you have well done. Maybe this area has been a bit the weak area, and You tell them that they have done a very good job and you look forward maybe to their future contribution in forthcoming projects. This is very important and we tend to forget it. And it's very motivating. But now, how do you constitute a project management team? A project management team, it's like a matrix team, a matrix organization. Get the best elements on board of the project management team. Right? A project manager has got a special capability. He will be able to manage all projects, be it an IT project, be it a civil engineering project, be it a WMA project. A project manager have administrative and functional skills together with project management skills. He might not be an engineer. He might not be an IT specialist, even though he is project manager for an IT project, for a construction project. This is very important. And most of the time, it's advisable if you are having an IT project, not to have a project manager who is well conversant with all the IT functions, etc. This could give rise to a certain degree of bias. Okay? It's very important. So, get somebody who is a real project manager. Okay? Very knowledgeable with project management skills, administrative skills, functional skills, etc., etc.
I guess here again, and then
Yes.
it may go to all of our experiences,
Yes.
and I think that's great and that's ideal and that's theory and whatnot, but I think in the budget that we are running and with the realities that we are facing, you need to multitask. And you need to get people that do their best at their positions, because there are not budget to get a professional project manager with $20,000. If we need to do the project on top of that. So I think it's great, I mean, as a theoretical starting point, but I think the reality, at least that I'm facing, is that I need to be the project manager and I need